Got to love that. Oh, goodness. Okay. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Thomas Fan of One here, and today we are back at it again with another Ross find. And just let people start to show up here and give everybody just a minute here to catch up. And oh, what is up, Lemon Lime Studios? You're the first person to arrive. Yo, what's up, Lemon Lime? Welcome on in. You're never gonna believe what I found at Ross this week. Oh goodness, this week at Ross, everything is insane. Oh, you're never gonna believe what I found, Lemon Lime Studios. You are never gonna believe what I found. Just aside from Twincast, I found something that everybody else apparently had a really hard time getting hold of, and which you can now find them at Ross. I found, I found the Generation One movie figures in the at Ross. This guy is $10. $10. Honestly, go find these guys. These things are going to be in stores everywhere. Go find them. It's amazing. So yeah, I did find Skywarp. This guy's going to be either tomorrow or Friday's live stream unboxing. So we will get to unboxing this guy, but tonight we're going to be taking a look at Twincast and Rewind, otherwise known as this dude and this dude's repaint. So yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. We're gonna have to do something about all these repaints. If you'll excuse me though, I need to go and get myself a beverage. So yeah, you're not. I wasn't joking. $10 for this guy. $10 for this dude. $15 for this dude. I paid $26.84 and walked out of there very happy with both of these guys. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go grab myself something to drink. Oh, goodness. Sorry about that, folks. I like to always have two beverages on hand for the live streams. So, yeah, I'm definitely excited about that. So, definitely not drinking any sponsored products at all. Definitely not sponsored by these guys at all. I just love... This is the one Pepsi product, or product that I can live with. It's delicious, so... Okay. Now that I've done that, let's grab. This is the Skizzers. And our purple knife here. And let's get this biatch open. Ooh. That's not a good sign. I didn't see this before, but that's not a good sign. The seal's already been broken on this and retaped. Down here, there's two pieces of tape on this box. There shouldn't be two pieces of tape on this box. There's one in front and there's one underneath. And if you look closely, the seal has been broken on the second one underneath. No, it's definitely not good. That's not a good thing, and not good things. Hopefully this is the only issue that I'm seeing with this so far, aside from this piece of the packaging. But anyways, the open face packaging was always an issue. I'm glad we're going back to the original packaging. Oh my gosh. Oh, the cardboard that I now... Oh wait, well everything looks to be okay in here. So, take this, and toss this back in there. I'm lazy. Don't tell me. There we go. And oh, there we go. And, oh, hold on, wait. There we go. So, there we go. Hooray! Well, that's not of good. That's not of a good sign. It did not come. Well, yeah, I suppose it did. It just got tossed around. So, all right. So here's the tape. There's the cassette tape. Here is Twincast, and here is his gun. As you may have expected, it is exactly the same as Blaster. Exactly the same. Exactly. What is up, JJ Primes? I don't know who you are, but you are definitely welcome to the stream. Welcome. Anybody who hasn't seen already, when we build up a few more people here, we'll show some stuff. Yo, once you're done with that last string, you should check out my new episode. I will check it out as soon as I'm done with the live, man. As soon as I'm done with the live, so I will check it out. I'll check out the live when I'll check it out when I'm done with the live here. Yeah, we still got the night is young, my friend. The night is young. We must wait till the night is a little bit older before we continue to go on to other people's channels. But anyways, point being is that I've forgotten how to transform this dude. Believe it or not, I actually believe I've forgotten how to do this. So possibly? I don't remember. It's been so stinking... Okay, no, I think I remember exactly how to do it. No. It's just been a moment. Come on. I know you want to go in there. There we go. So, I'm going to rotate that around. Nope. Don't want that going back out on me. But I think I'm supposed to flip this around like that? Yeah. Flip this around like that. So it's been so long since I've messed with this mold. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It's extremely. It's been so long since I messed with this mold. Over a year and a half, actually. Because the last time I messed with this mold was when this guy came out. And that's the Legacy version, not the Kingdom version. So if you had the Kingdom version... This is like the third or fourth time you've already messed with this mold. And if you've got the Studio Series version of Blaster, you've definitely got this mold again. So, what's the issue that we are having? Oh, there's one thing I did notice, though. I forgot to do this. So, that way. No, this is supposed to go on. There we go. That's sort of the way I want it, I guess. In a way, but also not in a way. Oh, okay, that's supposed to go. That's supposed to tab in. And this is supposed to... Oh, I feel stupid. I feel really stupid. Good job, Thomas901. Like I said, it's been a while since I've messed with this mold. It's been a really long while since I've messed with this mold. So there we go. That one goes like that. Then we can do the rest of this. Much better. There we go. Like that. Bring this leg up like so. Then have it tab in like that. Have this go. Come on. Okay, come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. That goes like that. Make sure everything connects up. And there's that. And then you're supposed to take this. Oh, sorry, folks. We had to reconnect here. If you plan to do another live, you should use StreamYard. I would use StreamYard, but I have issues with StreamYard. Number one, it doesn't really work well on my phone. That's the first part. And I'd have to use my laptop, and I don't really like using my laptop because my laptop has only a front-facing camera. So I don't like showing my face on stuff like this, so I'm going to just continue to do it like this, if you'll excuse me. So, yes, I realize that very much so. It's like I said, it's been a minute since I messed with this mold here, so... Whew. So, anywho, if you guys are just now tuning in, I'm going to show you guys what you can also find at Ross now. You can find this dude at Ross. This guy's pretty cool, I'd say, pretty entertaining. This dude literally just now showing up at Ross. So yeah. But anywho, so I'm actually really excited about this one. I never collected any of these ones when they came out, so I would assume the next one that you can find would probably be Hound. I would imagine. So, but yeah, so. But this is the next thing that we are going to. Yes, I do need 700 to reach 2,000. I definitely do need 700 to reach 2,000. It would be honestly if it would be amazing because I have a birthday that's coming up next month. It coincides it's not on the day of Christmas, but it's around the time of Christmas. As a birthday and Christmas gift, I think I would love to have 2,000 subscribers, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I have to leave that up to you guys. So you guys have to be the ones to do that. So anywho, if we get to 13, if we get to what is it? I don't know what. Anyways, so yeah. Well, my birthday is not till next month, my friend. So I appreciate I appreciate that, the early birthday wishes. I appreciate that. Appreciate that very much so. So definitely appreciate that. And that being said, for those of you who do have birthdays coming up in the month of December, you do get a shout out because I have a birthday that month as well. And that was also the month that this channel was created, was in December of 2013. So yeah, be prepared for that. So yeah. So when next we open up something, this is going to be it. But don't worry, Lemon Lime Studios. You already get your shout out most of the time when you show up to the live stream anyway. So you're good, man. You totally get that shout out. Now I'm gonna compare eject and rewind together. Let's just take a peek at these guys. It's kind of nice that we got. I think it's kind of funny that we ended up getting not just Blaster, but we got his repaint in the same. Well, maybe not the same line, but there's three different versions. Well, four really, if you really want to get technical. But there's four versions of this mold of Blaster that you can get. If you were lucky and you managed to get the Kingdom version, there's no difference between the Legacy and the Kingdom version. So absolutely no differences whatsoever. So if you do manage to get the Legacy one, you get the Legacy one and the Kingdom one. They're exactly the same. If you get the Studio Series 86 version, that one's a little bit different in the paint apps on both Blaster and Eject. So that one's a little bit differently. And let's see here. Not to mention, we also had the what was it? The Shattered Glass one as well. That one came out not too long ago. So 86B for Christmas. Yeah, this little dude's awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I do like this guy a lot better than the Netflix version. Although I have to say I'm kind of frustrated with Walmart right now because if you guys don't know, what was it? Gears and Bumblebee are getting reissues in the in a Walmart exclusive. What is it? I think it's a retro. It's like a retro packaging, retro mini bot packaging kind of deal that they're doing. So I just don't know that I can do that. I could do that, but it is true. You're absolutely right, JJ Prime, and I'm exactly on that one. I'm gonna pass on the retro repaint because it's just I feel frustrated with it. I feel so freaking frustrated with it because number one, I literally had to scour the internet to find myself a Netflix Bumblebee in order to get one, just so I could review it. And then all of a sudden, they announced as soon as I got that Bumblebee, they announced that they were going to be releasing an 86 Bumblebee. That was when I got frustrated and said, screw this, I'm selling it, no more, goodbye, kind of thing. So I got rid of it. Um, and I'm kind of glad I did because that mold has so many repaints. It's unimaginable. Let's see. Let's start with Earthrise Cliff Jumper. We have to start with Earthrise Cliff Jumper. Then we have Generation Selects Bug Bite. Then we had Generation Selects Bumblebee. Then we had that 5 pack with Bumblebee in it that came with what was it? It was a 5 pack. I think it came with Criminy. It might have been Gen Selects too. I can't remember which one exactly, but into a proper 86 cliff jumper. I do agree with you, and I also don't agree with you. The only thing that I don't agree with you on is how are they going to fix these feet? Because these feet already are a bit of a nightmare. So, like these, literally, how you gonna make these feet any better? Not as if I'm saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying how could these feet be made any better than they currently are? I mean, the original one had like the beetle, the front of the beetle was just protruding all the way out, so he had some form of toes. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I like this version. I just don't know how on earth they would do it with the cliff jumper. Ooh, I have a better idea. This would be collapsible. That's how they would do it. You're onto something there, Lemon Lime Studios. You're onto something there. But or not Lemon Lime, JJ Prime. Excuse me. You're onto something, JJ Prime. My bad. My bad. My bad. So, still waiting around for the Legacy United G1 Soundwave. I'm still waiting on that one. That's a nightmare and a half to find right now. I have gone to 6 different targets in 6 different cities in 6 different areas. Managed to find a Magmatron, but I don't need Magmatron because I don't care for that one in particular. And the reason I don't care about that one in particular is because it's 3 separate parts to turn into one thing, and they all turn into animals that, if I'm going to be honest, on my shelf look ridiculous, or at least they would look ridiculous if they were on my shelf. So that's my one issue with Magnius. So the Cliff Jumper 4 pack is what I'm getting for Christmas most. Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man. You don't know yet. You gotta just hedge your bets. Not to mention the holiday season's coming around. So you gotta just let it go. Go with the flow. Enjoy the seasons. It's a good time around all year. At least, well, maybe not all year. For the rest of the year, usually, it's with good tidings and good joy and fun and Christmas trees. And if you're Jewish, you got yourself the menorah, um, all of that. So, no, we refuse to mention that, nor do we care for the mouse here. The only reason I am slightly okay with the mouse in this household is because he actually has continued to let Deadpool be Deadpool. So that is the only reason why I allow that. Why I allow the mouse excuse me. That is the only reason I allow the mouse in my house. So, because for a while, um, the mouse was actually trying to acquire one of my other favorite childhood properties, which actually I'm really surprised is still up and around lately. Yeah, Disney. Disney, the mouse, whichever one it is. But anyways, point being is that I seriously have a hard time with Disney. They were a while ago they were trying to acquire Thomas the Tank Engine, and for a while I thought that would be one that it would be doing. Hey, what is up, Skibbity Jacket? Welcome back. Welcome back. If you're just now joining on in the stream, you guys can go find this at Walmart now. You can go find these guys at Walmart. Like, so start hunting around and going and looking for these things. So, but yeah. So that's I forgot my thought. I lost my train of thought. But anyways, welcome on into the stream, Skibbity Jacket. I appreciate that. Welcome on. So I don't know how are you doing today? Oh, how am I doing today, or how is everybody in the chat doing today? Gotta ask that question. How's everybody's Wednesday gone so far? Oh, well, I appreciate that, Lemon Lime Studios. Me personally, I'm doing okay. I was able to go back to work today after the last live stream. Y'all heard that my great grandmother passed away. She was my last living great grand relative, so I have no more great grandparents to speak of. But she passed away at the ripe old age of 98, and she had her thing, so not bad. Just school. Hey, school's always a good thing. I'm actually gonna go back to school. I'm gonna be going to technical college here in a month and a half or so. So just gotta make sure everything is all honky dory there, but gotta make sure it's all done. So, so yeah. So I was able to go back to work today, and I'm very pleased that I was able to go back to work today because I need money. You know, I need to keep paying for this weird stuff. So, okay. So to answer your question, JJ Primes, so Disney back in like 2000, I think it was like right around 2020-ish, right around 2019, 2020-ish. Actually, if I'm gonna tell the story properly, let me tell the story properly. So, it was in talks that Disney was going to sit down with Mattel in acquiring the rights to Thomas the Tank Engine. That meeting, however, never happened because this is what ended up happening instead. So, if we're going to tell the story absolutely completely right, we have to go all the way back to Thomas and Friends' I think it was 21st season, 21, season 21 and 22 to be specific. So both of those seasons were basically transitional seasons from an area where it was, I don't know if anybody knows exactly how it goes, but when the rights from a television show are transferred from one studio to another, you have to change you have to basically have a meeting about it and everything of the nature. Not trying to say like this isn't important, but point is that Disney was in talks of buying it, and they were in the bidding for it until Mattel took it over and entirely. And then I can't remember what studio they went with to animate the new Thomas the Tank Engine, but basically back in 2017, 18, and 19 was right around the time that the animation studio that they were doing was going bankrupt. And if you have a bankrupt animation studio, you can't exactly finish the product that you were supposed to get out. So I don't remember if it was season 20 or 21, but one of those two seasons was I call them gap seasons, which basically means that it happened on an anniversary and they had less than their usual episodes to speak of. So I call those gap seasons. Now, this gap season in particular was a little bit different. Instead of 26 episodes, they had 18. And they had 18 because they had to cancel that thanks to the animation company going bankrupt. They produced what they were able to get out, and they managed to get it out in a decent amount of time. Okay. I think then it may have been Series 21. It might have been Series 21. I do not remember when the big world, big adventure shift exactly happened. I think it was 2020, but I could be wrong. So, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, I'm in my 20s. I will just leave it at that. I'm not going to give you an exact age, but I will tell you I am in my 20s, and I was born before the turn of the century. So, that is all you need to know. That is truly all you need to know about that. Uh, I will leave it at that. You're absolutely right. Skibbity Jacket. We'll just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. So, and I'm not giving you any more information about how old I am and anything of the nature because I don't think that's not okay. So, okay. Anyways, point being, right around the shift that Big World Big Adventures was starting to come into play, that was right around the time that Thomas the Tank Engine had to make some changes. The writing had to take a dip in quality. They had to start pandering to a lower age of audience. They had to start basically turning it into the mindless dribble of its competitors. And they could have done this so many different ways to the way it worked. If you guys go and check out, there's a YouTuber by the name of Unlucky Tug. If you go check out his channel, he did so much more of a in-depth explanation on why the Big World Big Adventures thing sucks. However, honestly, I would rather have Big World Big Adventures over All Engines Go right now. I am one of the nerds who grew up with the original George Carlin dubs. I grew up with Ringo Starr, George Carlin, Michael Angelis, Alec Baldwin, Michael Brandon. Heck, I even had Pierce Brosnan in there too. He was also one of the narrators. He was one of the narrators for one of the movies that they did. They were originally going to have Gwyneth Paltrow do it, but yeah. Oh, dude, All Engines Go is just the worst. It's just the worst. The thing that frustrated me is that they took something that was already going down the toilet. It was already going down the toilet. So now you don't be sorry that you had to leave there, Lemon Lime. If you have to leave, you have to leave. It's no worries, man. I do not hold a grudge. It's no big deal, man. It's all right. But point being is that right as Big World Big Adventure started to come out, the writing and the show entirely just took a massive, like, it was not even up, it was like up here, right around the time Andrew Brenner was there, and then all the way down, and like all the way down so far to the bottom, to the basement level of hell is where the quality of the show, the animation style, the writing, the voice cast, and like if I have to throw another one in there, how the engines are engines. Okay, yeah, agreed. JJ Primes. Unrelated topic, but what is your favorite game chat included? What do you mean? Game chat included. Oh, game. Oh, my favorite game. Okay, I didn't. There's no comma there. I misunderstood. What is your favorite game? The chat's included. My favorite game currently is Borderlands 2. I love Borderlands. I love the Borderlands series. I was very disappointed with the movie. If you're gonna do a video game movie, that is not how you do it. That is 100% not how you do it at all. Much so the same with Halo. That is not how you do a television show about a video game. Halo, what was it? Nightfall? Was it? No, it wasn't Nightfall. It was Forward Unto Dawn. That's what it was. The Forward Unto Dawn series is quite possibly the closest that they came to a actual live action Halo, and not even a live action Halo, just a Halo all in general. But if Borderlands 2 is not in the mix, I'm gonna have to say Halo Infinite. Not for the story, because I do appreciate the story. Don't get me wrong. I do like the story. It's for the but for me it's the multiplayer that I just love, absolutely love. So, and yeah, I do agree with you on that one. When has Diesel ever been one of Thomas's closest friends? If anything, the closest person or the closest engine he had to a friend was Emily. So, ooh, 2016 Doom was I will admit that was a good game. I played that. Oh, that was wonderful. That was a good game. Oh, oh, I can just hear the theme music now. And then having to go in there and have to go hunt the demons. Oh man, I can be that. I could not be the Doom guy. Ugh. But but yeah, Halo Infinite. If Borderlands 2 has to be thrown away. So, and if Halo Infinite has to be thrown away, then I gotta say that that one's going to. This might be a little bit of a weird curveball for me, but for me, the weird one is actually it's Forza. I actually love Forza, specifically the Forza Horizon game. Winston appeared? Winston. Engines go, and man, he doesn't want his driver to press on the brake because why? Oh my gosh, dude. Meaning he doesn't even need a driver at all. Here's the thing. If you were to have gone into the books and said that there were automatic and gone into the book series and brought in the engines that actually have the automatic brakes like they should, then I could understand that being the case. But because that's not the case, and because All Engines Go is just an absolute cash grab of a trash grab, if I have to say that. Few atoms. Are you listening? Um, but point being is that All Engines Go was basically how can we make this worse? How can we make this worse, but how can we also make this dumbed down enough to the point where we can make it so pandered to a young audience that just does not either A doesn't understand what they're watching. But yeah, Skibidi Jacket, yeah, literally Doom. Doom is amazing. It's an amazing game. I'm waiting to get a MetaQuest at some point because I don't know if any of you guys have seen this, but they actually have um I don't know if any of you guys are Avatar The Last Airbender. That being said, what is your favorite Nickelodeon TV show? I really want to know that one for you guys. This ought to show how old you guys are. But my personal favorite Nickelodeon TV show before it was removed. Actually, if we're gonna go by correction, cartoons. Let's cartoons. Okay, so you're Ben 10. That puts you in the category of right around like let's see. I'm gonna say you're 15, 14, 15, right around there. But anyways, point being, um, you're teenagers. Point being, so yeah, I knew it. The point being is the point is that my favorite show before it got removed was actually called The Nanny. Um, if none of you guys know who or what the show The Nanny is all about, it's basically there was a lady who knocked on some rich dude's door. He assumed that she was a full-time nanny to take care of whatever. She was sort of there for that, but also not. So it's Spyro from Skylanders because I have a DS game of it, and the game is Spyro Shadow Legacy. I think I think that was one of the things that they did, and I think that was how they actually introduced Skylanders into that. Yeah, I was gonna say how that isn't that how that worked there, Lemon Lime Studios. So I was gonna say if I don't know the actual answer, someone down in the comments will correct me. So, but oh, that reminds me, I didn't get to show you guys the live stream of this guy. Um, I tried to do the live stream of this dude, but what ended up happening was is that when I went to go do the live stream, it ended up saving it for later, and the second after it saved it for later, it just disappeared, and it never came back. So here, let me just show this real quickly to you guys, so that way you know you didn't miss anything. Oh, come on, that's just mean. All right. And there's like you push on his belly button.
Beast mode activated.
Oh yeah, and he comes with a sword, but I actually broke the sword. Um, his sword fell off after he did off the table. Actually, it broke off after he fell off the table. So yeah. But anywho, this is actually kind of cool. I actually gotta say, the only difference I'm seeing is that this guy has white and smoky gray clear plastic and gold paint with red and blue, and this guy is smoky blue or sky blue plastic with smoky gray and gold paint on him with orange. And if I think it's blue as well, yeah, it's dark blue. So this guy's all dark blue. This guy's all dark black. So kind of cool. So dang, maybe use it for like a stop motion or something. What do you mean by stop motion? Well, I mean I know what you mean by stop motion, but I don't do stop motion. Let me be very clear. my stuff has a very limited use to it. It connects to the internet, but it doesn't really do much else to that. So my laptop does work, and it does connect into a Wi-Fi source, and it does, it does work. But the problem is that if I was to edit a video, it would take me months to edit it. Okay? What do I mean by that? Well, I am a super busy person outside of my live streams and my YouTube videos. My YouTube videos and my live streams are basically my way of chillaxing and enjoying. There's a reason I call it unbox and chill, because I'm chilling with everybody in the live stream. So, uh, I have done stop motion, but it's kind of confusing. Yeah, I do understand. I totally get you on that, Skibbity Jack. I totally get you. But yeah, stop motion. It's actually kind of like old timey. Like those old timey flip photo reels that you might have maybe might have seen. I don't know if people have seen. I don't know how old everybody is, but I know at the very least that Lemon Lime Studios is 14 or 15. He's one of the two, but he said he's 14. So we'll just take his word for it. I won't. I will leave it to the anonymous internet to leave that up to them. So, anyways, point being is that it's basically you have to take a bunch of pictures. Basically, actually, I'm going to explain this to you in the most coolest way possible. So, take a look at this. Oh, what's up, Riveted Rail fan? How you doing? So, yeah, I'm going to explain this to you in the coolest way possible. So, as you're watching this right now, it's a live recording of me broadcasting all of this stuff to you. Okay. Basically, what that does is it's transferring it over to the internet because it's a live stream, and the stream is going to the cloud, which is then thus being uploaded to the internet. Whole thing like that, right? Well, in order for it to capture all of that, my camera is taking pictures, literally, of all of this. It's taking pictures. It's literally recording and doing everything of the nature right now. So every time the camera takes a picture, you know, there's always a delay. So, for example, there's always some form of delay that's going to happen. So, there's always some form of delay because it's always got to it's going to take a second for the camera to catch up with an actual human being. And sometimes, due to the case of the stream, it could be the quality of the camera that's having the issues. It could be the stream of the internet. It could be the cloud. It could be whatever platform you're using it on. But at the same point, it's still taking pictures and uploading it to something. So, if you really want to watch the stop motion Panda Jack production, yeah, I've actually seen him. Although I gotta say, I personally, in my opinion, I like better. Me personally, I like what was it, TWI Creations or TFI Creations? Yeah. So I haven't seen much of. I don't really pay attention to stop motions like I used to. When I was younger, I used to for sure because it was really kind of cool. It was like early animation way to do it. It's the same way that claymation works too. So, but yeah. So my favorite cartoon from Nickelodeon is very early SpongeBob, like season 1 through 4. Like that is my first. That's my personal favorite. Is seasons 1 through 4. After season 4, things kind of took a little bit of a nosedive in quality, and the episodes kind of showed. The episodes definitely showed. So yeah, but anywho, oh, hold on. TFI Creations was a big inspiration for how I made my Transformers 40th anniversary video that I decided never to upload. Why would you never upload that? I was really hoping to watch it, Riveted Rail fan. I would rather be hoping to watch that. It's okay though. It's okay. The internet is supposed to be a place where you can shame yourself publicly with hardly any repercussions. My opinion on Ben 10 is somebody keeps trying to copy Green Lantern, if you ask me. I know the idea is that he finds the Omnitrix and and at any time he can choose the alien that he wants to be. But if you think about this, this is basically just a ripoff of Green Lantern, in my personal opinion. In my personal opinion, if you think on this for a minute, it's an alien device that, once attached to you, transforms you into something completely different, and that any person who wields this thing can do the same exact thing. I'm fairly positive, though, Ben 10's Omnitrix was, or his watch thing, the Omnitrix, the Omniwatch, or whatever it was called, that, if I'm not mistaken, was bonded to him and him only. But, anyways, point being, if somebody else had found that, it would be the same thing. So there's that. I mean, so it's not that I'm saying it's a bad show, because it managed to go on for quite a while, and I'm saying it had longevity. Not to mention, I said Nickelodeon, not Cartoon Network. If I'm not mistaken, that was Cartoon Network too. So, but anyways, so, but I mean, if you think about this for a second here, if it was, well, I don't know the female protagonist's name, or I don't know anything of that nature. But if she was to have found whatever the heck it was, the Omnitrix, and it attached to her, she would have the same thing that Ben 10 would. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I think it's a little bit of a ripoff of Green Lantern if you think on it. So if you really, really, truly put a name to it, it probably isn't, but in my opinion, it feels like it is. So we're just gonna go with that, at least because that's the one that you asked for. It. You asked for it, so I delivered. So, bet you guys don't know where this box is going. It's going right in the burn pile with the rest of the boxes that need to go in the burn pile. So, but anywho, really, really, really excited to be getting these next two reviews out to you guys within the next week and a half or so. So yeah, and oh, by the way, if you guys are just joining in, by the way, you can get this at Ross now for $10, a whole $10. That's probably how much the rest of these guys are gonna go for. So just remember that. All right. I think we'll keep this live stream going for another, oh, let's say 15, 20 minutes. And then we'll call it a night. I've got some seasons of SpongeBob to watch. I managed to get season 5 and 6 for $7.50, so I wasn't gonna complain about that. Two full seasons with 6 hours worth of content to watch. I ain't gonna complain. So yeah. So 15, 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, here. Actually, it's more like 16 minutes if you can be honest, but well, 26 minutes. 26 minutes, you guys. You got 26 minutes exactly on the dot. So, but I am still I'm so excited. I can't wait for my Soundwave because I actually have these two. Although I'm very frustrated with Hasbro because they re-released these guys in Legacy United again. I mean, I'm not upset over the fact that we're getting another copy of them because those are supposed to be the toy accurate versions. But come on. How long are you going to make me sit and beg and wait for a Studio Series 86 Soundwave that's going to come with Rat-Bat, Ravage, and Frenzy? Because then these two would actually matter. That would be that's frustrating to me. Just very frustrating to me. So this just happens to be here, but did anybody ever pick up the Byway Shockwave? I personally like this guy. I love this guy. So very, very happy with how some stuff is coming in my life. So I'm gonna go grab my seasons of SpongeBob and check them out real quick. Sleepy kitty. Sleepy kitty. Sure. My kitty cat's taking over my bed. So. Yeah. Let's take a look at these. Okay, so season 5. Let me see how many of these I've actually seen. I actually bore witness to this entire disc. Yeah, this entire disc I've got elsewhere, but I've seen all of these episodes. So disc 1 I've seen. I've seen all of disc 2 as well. Oh, I'm glad Atlantis Square Pandas is on here. That was one of my favorites. Wow, I forgot how many specials were in season 5. So let's start with Friend or Foe. That was a really good one. The next one was Atlantis Scorpanthus. That one was a pretty big one. Blackjack was one as well. They like totally amped up that dude. Amped up that one. Let's see here. The Battle of Bikini Bottom was also a special one that happened as well. I mean, it wasn't a special episode, but it was, a pretty big thing. Let's see, Whatever Happened to SpongeBob? That was another special that they did. No, that was like an hour long. These are like almost hour long specials that I'm mentioning here, except for Blackjack and the Battle of Bikini Bottom. Those two are not. Not Battle of Bikini Bottom. That's not the episode. It was. I can't remember which one it was. It's been a minute. It's been so long since I've seen these, but I've seen this disc entirely, the majority of this disc here, and I think I've seen the majority of these ones too. So I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain that season 5 I've seen entirely, but could be wrong. And then on this one, Spongy Kiss, that was another good one. SpongeBob SquarePants versus the Big One. That was one of my favorites growing up. That episode was one of my favorites. Let's see. No Nose Nose. The Patty Caper was a big one too. Okay, so Plankton's regular. Oh, Two SquarePants or Not Two SquarePants. That was another good one. Truth or Square. That was the 10-year anniversary for SpongeBob. So, yeah, that was the 10-year anniversary for Truth or Square. I actually still have that entire special that they did. This is probably just the episode, but I've got the whole thing. So, cool. Dear Vikings was another special episode, which was interesting. That's just my heater turning on. So I think that was it. I think that's it, really. Which the ones that would be the special ones would be SpongeBob SquarePants versus the Big One. That was a good one. The Patty Caper was another one. Two SquarePants or Not Two SquarePants. That was another one. Another special episode. Truth or Square was the 10-year anniversary. Sorry, my hand is still broken right here, and this finger has a hard time moving and doing anything. So, I mean, I can still move the finger, I just can't move it individually. I have to move the entire muscle that goes with it, so, yeah. But there's that, which the last one would be... I don't know, actually. I think the last one was Truth or Square. Or no, Dear Vikings. That was the last one, excuse me. That was the last special, at least for these 2 seasons, so... the early and mid and late 2000s were a weird time. just a strange time. Difficult time. A random time. Oh. Yeah. So, anywho, because I'm not seeing much activity in the chat here, I'm going to end the live stream. So, please do not forget to check out Lemon Lime Studios, Riveted Railfan. Hold on here. Who else joined us here? Skibbity Jacket. Don't forget to subscribe to him, and don't forget to subscribe to JJ Prime Reviews. And I think we'll finish off with iStar552, Bravely GG, Take Along Productions, The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, and New York Toy Hunters. They've all done some amazing work, have been amazing in the chat, and have been amazing along with us as well. So, anywho, this is Thomas Fan1 saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Don't forget it. Goodbye. And